Welcome. You know, we've all had that moment. It's a chilly night, you're craving a warm mug of hot chocolate, and that coffee maker is just sitting there on the counter, looking so convenient. I mean, it makes hot liquid, right? So, can you use it? Well, today, we're going to dive right into that very tempting kitchen question. So here's our game plan. First, we'll get right into the big question itself. Then, and this is super important, we'll cover the one universal warning you absolutely need to hear. After that, we're going to break it down machine by machine, I'll share some pro tips for an even better cup, and then we'll wrap it all up with the final verdict.
You know, it really all starts with that simple craving for convenience. You want that warm, delicious, comforting cup of hot cocoa, and you want it, like, right now. And what's the easiest tool for the job? Well, the appliance that's already sitting on your counter, of course.
And that brings us to the big question, the reason we're all here. Can you actually make hot chocolate in a coffee maker? The short answer is yes. But, and this is a huge but, it is absolutely critical that you know how to do it, because the wrong way is, well, it's a total recipe for disaster.
Okay, now listen up, because this is hands down the most important part of this entire guide. Before you even think about brewing, there is one thing you must never ever do with most coffee machines.
I really can't say this loudly enough. Do not, under any circumstances, pour milk or dump cocoa powder into the water reservoir, ever. It might seem like a clever shortcut, but trust me, it's a shortcut to a broken, gunked-up machine.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't some hypothetical warning. This is a direct quote from someone who actually tried it. They learned the hard way that those internal heating elements, they're just not built to handle milk. A very sad day indeed. And this right here explains why it's so incredibly bad for your machine. When that milk gets super hot inside those narrow tubes, the proteins create this thick, sticky film. I mean, think about it. Another user pointed out that this gunk is basically a form of casein glue. Glue that perfectly explains why it's nearly impossible to clean out.
So just to sum it all up, you're not just risking a gross, burnt-tasting cup of cocoa. Nope, you're looking at clogged tubes, a perfect breeding ground for nasty bacteria, permanent damage to your machine, and oh yeah, you can say goodbye to your warranty. It's not worth it.
Okay, with that critical warning out of the way, let's get to the good stuff, the solutions. We're going to break down the correct and totally safe way to make delicious hot chocolate for whatever specific machine you have sitting in your kitchen. All right, for a standard drip coffee maker, probably the most common one out there, the rules are super simple. The wrong way, that's putting milk or powder anywhere inside the machine. The right way? You're basically going to treat your coffee maker like a simple, convenient hot water dispenser.
So here's exactly what you do. First, make sure the machine is clean and the basket is empty. We don't want any old coffee grounds in there. Next, fill the reservoir with plain cold water. Then, and this is the most important part, put your hot cocoa mix directly into your mug or into the glass pot. Brew a cycle of plain hot water right over it, give it a really good stir, and you're all set. Safe, easy, and zero risk to your machine. Now, if you've got an espresso machine, things are a little different. But that core rule, it still applies. Never, ever put milk or chocolate inside the machine's water system. The right way is all about using that amazing tool on the side, the steam wand.
This is exactly how the pros in coffee shops do it. You pour your milk into a little metal jug, add your chocolate, and you can use syrup, powder, or even real chocolate chips, and then you use the steam wand to heat it all up and froth it together. It melts everything perfectly and creates this rich, creamy texture, all without ever threatening your machine's insides.
And what about capsule machines, like a Keurig or an espresso? Well, that's pretty straightforward. Just stick to the official hot chocolate pods they sell. Don't try to get creative and fill a reusable pod with your own cocoa mix, because that fine powder can clog the machine's needle. And here's a great pro tip from a Keurig technician. After you make a hot chocolate, always run a cleaning cycle with just water. It flushes out any sugary stuff and keeps your machine running smoothly.
Okay, so you've officially mastered the safe methods. But now, let's talk about how to make a truly exceptional cup of hot chocolate. It's time to go way beyond the basics.
First things first, let's talk about leveling up your whole game. See, what you get from a packet is called hot cocoa, but what they serve in those fancy Parisian cafes, that's French hot chocolate. This stuff isn't made from powder, it's a thick, rich, decadent drinking chocolate made from high-quality melted chocolate bars, whole milk, and even cream. It is a completely different world.
And this quote just nails the difference. It's not some watery drink. It's described as chocolate velvet. I mean, come on. It's so thick and decadent you might actually need a spoon. And that's the kind of incredible quality you can get with an espresso machine's steam wand and some good ingredients.
And hey, don't be afraid to experiment. Once you have that perfect base, the possibilities are just endless. A few drops of peppermint extract for that minty kick, a tiny pinch of cayenne for a spicy Mexican-style hot chocolate, or even a spoonful of peanut butter for a nutty, creamy, amazing treat.
All right, we have covered a ton of ground. So let's bring it all home and put it together into a final, crystal-clear verdict that you can use as your go-to hot chocolate blueprint.
If you remember just one thing from this entire explainer, please let it be this. This is the golden rule, the absolute law of the land. Only plain, clean water ever goes into the reservoir of a drip machine. That's it, period.
So here it is, your final cheat sheet. If you want the absolute best, highest quality cup, you gotta use an espresso machine with a steam wand. If you just want the easiest, no-fuss cup, go with a capsule machine and the official pods. If all you've got is a regular drip coffee maker, use it as a hot water dispenser only. And, well, if you're looking for a recipe for disaster, you already know what to do.
And that's a wrap. You now have all the knowledge you need to do this safely and do it right, no matter what kind of machine you own. So the only question left is, what are you gonna make? A quick and easy cup of cocoa, or are you gonna go for it and make a mug of that true velvety hot chocolate? Whatever you choose, enjoy.